That Note with Parker Whirling.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me, bro.
They never let a white boy get on a podcast.
Never let two white boys on the pod. It's gonna get dangerous in here. Yeah, man. Trevor from Tavern Breakfast. Stoked to have you on the podcast. On that note, we met not 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
and it was at your show. We were already talking about having this podcast, and then we just were like, we shook hands and did like the Spider-Man meme. We're like, wait a second, are you the whoa? And yeah, that was really like serendipitous.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show like the Atlanta scene is just so connected. Everyone knows each other. I mean, Kenny as well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That was weird because I was talking with her first, and then you hit me up, and then I met you.
Yeah,
completely randomly. But that show was great, and once I met you, I was like, oh, I'm excited to see the vibes, even though it was your solo project and not Tavern Breakfast.
Yeah. Well, Brittany was there,
right?
So yes,
right. Brittany was there playing as well. Yeah. But I was like, damn, they're crushing it right now. Like,
thanks,
y'all
man.
sounded awesome. Thanks, dude. Yeah, shout out Kahi, who has been on the podcast, who I played with. But yeah, I knew pretty quickly. I'm like, this is the kind of music that's just like meant for me. Oh. You know, like I can like all types of music. I'm sure you feel the same way. And then there's some things that just like really grab you. And I like the way you approach songwriting and instrumentation and like syncopation. So then when I listened to Tavern Breakfast, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I love both of your new songs, Roll Down and Nature Coast.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. New album's coming out September 26th.
That's true.
But before we get into all that, why don't we talk about the album you picked from my record collection, Water From Your Eyes. Everyone's crushed. Oh.
So, yeah. Awesome album pick. I was a little bit torn because I don't know that I'm as familiar with this album as like the new ones that have come out.
Oh, the one that just came out.
I love that one.
Yeah.
But maybe there's like an EP or something.
Right. They have like a lot more music than I know. Yeah. I know this one and then the new one. I don't know much of the previous.
They have oh my God. They have other albums. But I love This Is Lorelei.
Yes.
And I love the first song I heard by them was Barley.
Yeah.
And we chose this one. I chose this one because you have a story about meeting them.
Right? No, I feel like I jacked your pick, dude. Well, you came in, you were like, I did all my homework, and I'm like, what about Water From Your Eyes? Why don't you pick that one? So maybe
they're great. They're awesome
though. But yeah, I met them when that album came out because I really loved Barley and a couple of the singles, and they came to Athens when I was living there to play a show. Nice. And they were like, we're going to be at Wuxtree from 1 to 3. If anybody wants to come, if they buy an album, we'll sign it. And I'm like, I was there at 1 p.m. And I think they were a little shocked that somebody at all was there, let alone like as soon as they could be. Like when I got there right at 1. I'm just like held the album out at them basically.
What year was that?
2023.
Yeah, because they're like just having their moment in the spotlight. So you must have gotten there.
Yeah, I did. Because now Pitchfork gave them the 8.3 on the new album. And they're really like, they're putting in the work. And it's cool to see. But yeah, I was a little before them. But I felt like I was kind of late. Because they had a lot of music before that. But now they're really popping off. And This Is Lorelei, I didn't really know him. I knew Water From Your Eyes. And I feel like a lot of people did the opposite. They know him first.
I did. I think I found them simultaneously. And then we were doing, like the band and we love to do like record night. And we had our friend Rob over and we were doing just song picks. We were all just going around. And the two songs I chose were a Water From Your Eyes song and a This Is Lorelei song.
Cool.
And then our friend Rob was like, these are the same person. I had no idea. But I was
you didn't know?
No, I know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's how I found out. But I clearly I was drawn to this music.
Yeah.
Cool
What was
songs.
This is Lorelei song you picked?
It was Two Legs.
I don't know that one.
It's such a good song. It's like Beatlesy.
Which album is it on?
It's Box for Buddy, Box for Star.
Oh, okay. So I know it. I just can't remember it right now.
That's such a cool album too. And
I do like that one a lot. I really am into, I think it's called Movement. It was what I was playing right when you walked in.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was a Box for Buddy fan. I still am. Oh, it's called Move Around.
Nice.
Yeah,
it
came out in
check out
2019.
Two Legs.
Yeah, I'll check out Two Legs, but this one is my favorite currently.
What are you using there?
This is Tidal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've
Okay.
been on Tidal for a minute, and I had Spotify as well. I was doing both, but I just cut the cord with Spotify. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. All this
Power to
you know. But I don't judge anybody for not. But I'm like, I don't need to be paying for two anyway.
No.
I just liked to do it because for like this interview, I typically would listen to the bands on Spotify to like give them a monthly listener and like maybe help the algorithm, because Tidal, they don't have that. It's not like a social media platform in that way.
Yeah.
It's just the music. And also for my own music, it was nice to see it on Spotify and like make sure everything looked the way I wanted it to. But now I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it on Tidal.
No, I really respect it. Like I don't think I'm quite ready yet to shed the shackles of Spotify. But they really like they own music right now, you know?
Yeah.
There's a great interview with or like video essay by Jack Stratton of Wolfpack.
Oh, okay.
And he's like he's talking about how like there's gotta be a way that somebody can rise to the top ahead of Spotify, or you know, just kind of maybe break it apart a little bit. But right now, like that is where you go for music, and they can like make or break everyone. And, you know, not to mention like just not the greatest company to be supporting, honestly.
No, not at all. But you're right. It's so like, I don't know, not to get all, like on this tangent right now.
We just started. Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I was just going to say, like, I remember learning about trust busting back in the history class, like in the 30s or whatever. And it's like, why aren't we doing that now? Like, we used to like bust companies for being too big.
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened? Every company is too big. Every company.
Yeah, no.
Disney owns everything. Like, how are we doing this? And Spotify, like, I mean, there's a little more choice in that. You know, I know a fair amount of people who do Apple Music and Tidal, but like, I mean, I don't know one person that does YouTube Music. I don't know one person that does Amazon Music except my parents. That's a very like parents one to have,
which is arguably the worst one.
Right? Although they pay artists the most.
Oh, really?
Which is interesting.
Oh, wow.
Amazon Music pays artists the most, but they're still Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of the catch-22
though.
there. Yeah, I know. It is surprising. I think Amazon Music is the most and Tidal's like second most. And yeah, that's what I think.
You get that lossless audio.
That lossless audio, dude. Yeah, Jay-Z, CEO, which is
Shout
awesome. Out. Yeah, the man.
If you're watching.
If you're watching, yeah, come on the pod. But anyway, let's get into your music.
Sure.
Tavern Breakfast. It's funny because I was stoked to have you on because I really loved Roll Down. And I'm like, let me listen to it again, like last night, listen to it. And then I was like, oh, there's another song. I didn't know that you guys had put out Nature Coast. So I was like, oh, sick. I'm glad I went to go listen to it. And I like Nature Coast just as much, maybe more. I don't know. I feel like it could grow on me even more so than Roll Down because, I don't know, man. You guys have a knack for songwriting and really like it's very progressive.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm curious about just how you feel now that these two singles are out. Like these are your debut, like first into the world songs. So how are you feeling knowing that these are out? How long were you working on these?
So yeah, we started working on them March 2024, I
Okay.
believe. And so at this point, honestly, we're all a little bit impatient about it. We're kind of like just ready to do the next thing. But we started recording in Gainesville, Florida, where that's where we all met.
Right.
And with our friend Wilson, who's a great producer and drummer, and he's like drumming on everything. And he mixed everything. But yeah. So honestly, we were just like ready to get stuff out. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, it's good to finally have something on Spotify, and it feels like we're getting the ball rolling, you know? But we're like, the lineup we have now, we have 2 other members in the band, and the songs we're playing are completely different. Like, we don't even play really these songs, this album live, which is interesting. But like, it is such a time capsule for us. Just that time recording with Wilson, and it feels like really nostalgic. So it's really nice. Like pretty much every time, if it's like Brittany, Dylan, or I like sitting around and I don't know, talking about this time in our lives, or like listening to one of the songs or whatever, we're all really like nostalgic and really like positive about it. I'm glad that like people are hearing it.
Yeah. What is it like knowing that when people are hearing it, like me, I'm like, oh, the new shit.
Yeah.
From Tavern Breakfast, and you guys are like, oh, well, this has been like, we're trying to do something else right now.
I mean, every time, like on a release day, it sort of feels like it's a new song again, you know, just because it's that Christmas morning feeling. You know?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, I think it's a good showcase for our first release. I still think it holds up to an extent.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. When you guys were writing these songs, what kind of place were you in mentally, or I mean physically? Were you were in Gainesville doing this? So I'm imagining at some point during this process you had to pick up and move during the middle of the making of this album. What was that like?
Yeah, well, so this album actually started as like a solo project for me, that I had some songs, and I came to the band and I said I want to like do like a live session style album where we start everything in the same room together and we're all playing at the same time. And so what we our first session was just a rehearsal session, and we kind of like fleshed some things out and changed some chords and like added new sections to songs and stuff. And then in March we like went into Wilson's studio and we all recorded together. And by that point it had become like, so like everyone had their fingerprint on it. And so we figured this must be like the first band album, the first Tavern Breakfast album. And then while working on it in the studio, like that just became more true. You know, everyone, you know, was so involved in it. But like writing it, I was working as a music teacher at a Montessori school.
Nice.
And so that's kind of like what where it all emanated from. Like Roll Down is very much about teaching and sort of.
Oh yeah, that makes yeah, that makes sense. I can see how you got there.
Yeah, it's about like just being around that like childlike wonder and creativity all the time, and then coming home and trying to do your own stuff and being like, wow, I will never get back to that place I was. You know? Or like it just comes so easily when you're a toddler.
Yeah,
everything is new and exciting, and
they're like, I'm crushing it right
now. No, exactly.
Dude, it sounds horrible, and they're game. Like, I'm killing it.
Yeah,
I teach guitar as well. Like I teach music to kids.
What's your company?
The Music Studio Atlanta.
Okay, because
you know them.
I don't, but Colin does lessons from your home. He's in our band.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Teaching kids is crazy. Like that experience is wild.
Very rewarding.
Yeah, it can be rewarding.
That wasn't your first thought.
I mean, I don't know. I've been doing it for 4 years now.
Oh wow.
So it's like, it is rewarding at the end of the day, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't still be doing it.
Right.
But it's funny. It's funny to see kids. Some of them you've taught forever, and they like get really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's more interesting to me to get like a peek into the next generation.
Yeah.
Just in any way, not just musically, but just like watch how they interact and behave. And
yeah, that's also kind of what Roll Down's about. And like really, like there's a couple other songs on the album that are themed that way, but it's you know, I do feel like we're in good hands.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think people are really doom and gloom about like the iPad babies, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I get there's some people who are like that, but I know a lot of fucking iPad grandparents that won't get the fuck off their phones. My grandma, Granny, if you're listening to this,
shout out Granny.
Stop looking at the Trump emails. Like, dude, she's obsessed, man. She's not watching this, but
get off QAnon.
Yeah, she it's just funny to think like we're so worried about kids being so addicted to that stuff, and it's like we're just as addicted.
It's an easy out to be able to point the finger, I think. Totally.
But I agree. I think kids these days, like there's some really smart kids. It's really interesting to kind of be a part of that.
Yeah. Kids these days. Yeah, this whole episode is just going to be us like talking about the next generation.
So old heads. Old heads, two white old heads. But yeah, dude, so you have the whole album coming out September 26th.
Yeah.
And you're talking about started as a solo project but then it kind of became the band.
Yeah.
Once that happened, did you rethink what you wanted the album to be, or was it all pretty seamless?
Yeah. Well, so from the start, like Brittany and Dylan. So Brittany and Dylan and I, we met in Gainesville, and we recorded the album with Wilson, and then later we met Colin and Dylan Welch in Atlanta. Or we knew them, but anyways, they joined the band later. But at the time, it was like Dylan and Brittany and I, and Brittany like came up with the album title, which is "Don't Kid Yourself," which is so stupid, but also awesome. Yeah. And so it was all like as even like right like when I showed them the songs initially, they were helping me flesh it out from the start. So nothing really changed. It was kind of like it started as a solo project when I was writing the songs, you know. But like from our first session, we were all writing stuff, or like you know, we were jamming something, and Brittany would be like, let's try this chord here, or whatever. Wilson would add some cool rhythm things, or the only thing that maybe changed is like some song structure stuff, and the way that everything like was laid down eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were starting most of these songs on your own, and then you took them to them.
Yeah.
I got you.
Right. But they did help. Like, I think the idea of what it was in my head was, actually, at this point, I don't remember.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But it like, I think it flows more because we all fleshed out the concept together, and like for example, like Nature Coast is sort of my like childhood nostalgia song. And so, but at first it felt like okay, this is like my own like country roads take me home, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what does this have to do with you know, this initial concept we're having? And then I don't know, Brittany's like so good at album concepts and stuff, and she kind of put a lot of the pieces together. Yeah.
Whoa, what does that look like? My brain is not big enough to like think of a concept. I'm lucky to write one song.
Well, tell me about it. Like, yeah, I think this was probably the first time I was like, I want to do an album like about like childhood and about teaching and about like what those things, like me experiencing like, I don't know, the childlike wonder all the time, but then also kind of relating back to my own
right.
childhood. But it wouldn't have happened the way it came out without like Brittany and Dylan, for sure.
That's awesome. What was those conversations looking like?
Well, so yeah. Like Brittany she has an album concept every day. Like,
okay.
So
all right,
she'll come and be like, what if we did this? Or like, what if we, but a lot of those conversations were like, I had a group of songs and I was like, wait, I kind of want to throw this one in, or I want to throw this one in. And she'd be like, well, if you think about it, like this is all related, kind of this way or whatever. And so like we could probably flesh all that out, like how every song is kind of part of the same story.
Right.
Brittany would do it better than I could. Maybe she should be on this podcast.
And you're like, all right, cool. Thanks, Brittany. That sounds great.
Brittany. Yeah. All right. Let's record it now.
Yeah. You're like, and let's track.
That flies. Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. But it's cool to have people in your band, I would imagine, who are able to think about something maybe a little differently than how you would, and it gets you thinking, especially if they're more big picture in that way. Probably opens your mind to like how you could connect them if you wanted to go that route.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for a second there, we were all going to write more songs for the album, and kind of relate it to build this picture. And then we eventually, like, we started in March of last year and kind of went stagnant for a little bit, just life gets in the way, and so that never ended up happening. But yeah, I still think it came out really well.
I'm excited to hear the rest of the songs, dude. I mean, the two that are out are awesome. There seems to be a lot of different influences, which is awesome.
Yeah.
There's like two completely different things other than just the classic indie rock influence in there. And we talked about Wilco a bit.
Yeah.
Like I can hear some of that, but also when I was listening to, I think it was the Nature Coast. Or maybe it was Roll Down. There was parts of it that reminded me of like Mars Volta.
No way.
Yeah. It was like when whatever guitar tone happens when it's just the snare. It's like a breakdown part. It's like 2/3 of the way through.
Maybe the end of Roll Down.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was the end of Roll Down. It's like
yeah.
It's like I feel like this guy listened to Mars Volta at some point.
I haven't. I only recently heard about.
Oh, okay,
Volta,
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know them at all?
So my coworker is super into them.
Okay.
So he'll just yap about the Mars Volta. Shout out Elric.
Shout out. Good music taste.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool music.
Not that your stuff is really that much like it, because their stuff is like on just a strange level that no one ever has gotten to. But I was like, oh, that part reminded me of something that I could hear them doing. But then in fucking Nature Coast, there's a part of it that sounds like that Curtis Mayfield song with like the rising synth.
Oh yeah.
That thing.
We've gotten compared to that.
It's the TikTok.
There's like
sound.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's Curtis Mayfield. I was trying to figure out who it was. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I think that is who it was. But yeah, I was thinking of that TikTok sound.
Or the Michael Jordan video.
The Michael Jordan video?
He's like, is it Michael Jordan? A basketball player.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a basketball guy.
I'm not really either.
There's like a video where he's like slow motion dunking a basketball. And there's the...
It probably, Well, I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, wow, what a wide array of influences. Was there any musical themes? Like you had the lyrical themes that you were thinking about. Were there any musical themes or like some territory you were trying to cover during this album?
Not intentionally. No.
Yeah.
It all just kind of like happened, or the section you're talking about is like happened in our first session where we were all just jamming, like no mics on or anything, and that was one of the things where it's like, okay, something needs to happen after this last chorus. And so we all wrote that together. Like Brittany just has a mind for chords and things, you know, that I don't. And so she'd be like, oh, let's try this here. And then we'd go to something, whatever. And then Wilson kind of came up with those hits, like the big, and then there's like a stutter thing that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was how that came together. But it wasn't like, we weren't like, aside from like something needs to happen here, we weren't like we should do this
right
influence thing. Yeah.
Who do you feel like is constantly inspiring you? Bands or artists? Doesn't even have to be musical.
In the past couple of years or so, have been reading a lot.
Cool.
More than I have in the past.
Oh yeah, we were joking about that at the show.
Wait, sorry?
I remember at the show somebody was like saying something about how you
yeah.
like a bookworm.
Yeah, I have been recently. Yeah, so like a lot of books inspire me recently, especially. So growing up in Florida, you miss out on a lot of the classic literature, like in like Florida like shitty public education.
I was like, why? What about Florida?
You get like Animal Farm, and like we read The Catcher in the Rye.
Animal Farm's good.
Yeah, Animal Farm's, shout out George
good,
Orwell.
Good book. Yeah.
But like we read Catcher in the Rye 3 times. Like, you know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
So I've been catching up on a lot of the classics of like American literature, like Steinbeck and
Grapes of Wrath.
Yes, I love Grapes of Wrath. Yeah.
I haven't read it.
Okay. No, that movie,
I did read Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lenny.
We didn't read Of Mice and Men, or like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So books mainly.
Books
That's
do
cool.
inspire me a lot recently. Like I have songs right now that are just tentatively titled, like the last name of an author or something. Or I played my Joan Didion song at the show.
Oh
the
yeah, wait,
show.
which one was that?
It's called Joan Didion.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did Joan Didion write?
She's like she was a journalist primarily. She started out as a journalist in like 60s and 70s, and she documented a lot of like the Manson trials and like just really interesting. She has a very she has some books too, some fiction and some memoirs and stuff. And she has a book called The White Album, which is really cool. It's like a collection of her essays and like stuff like that. And
that's
she also,
funny.
her most famous one is oh my god, it's about grief and loss, and oh my gosh, I'm blanking right now.
That's okay. It'll hit you
And
as soon as we finish recording.
Yeah. That's a great one. That's the one I read most recently.
Okay, cool.
But she's like the song I wrote is about like you read somebody and then you sort of have their voice in your head still, like you're sort of thinking in their dialogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like that seeps into the writing sometimes when you're writing songs? Or do you ever try to channel that?
Yeah, or definitely like maybe with like poetry or something, you know, like some Jack Kerouac or like Allen Ginsberg.
I'm like, I know all these names.
Right.
I can't remember saying. I don't know any of these, but it's cool. Like I feel uneducated, and I'm trying to read more. I'm actually reading Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
Okay.
Have you ever read that?
No.
Okay, cool.
But I'm aware. Yeah.
It's real easy to read. It's not even 100 pages, and like I think half the pages are pictures of seagulls.
Oh wait, maybe I have Jonathan Livingston.
It's like, I don't know. It's literally about a seagull, like an actual seagull.
Okay.
And so far he's trying to like fly. I mean, everybody flies, but he's trying to like learn about flying and like all the ways you can maneuver flying, and all the other gulls are like, you're so lame. Like, who cares? Like, we're just trying to eat and live.
Yeah.
And he's like, but there's more to life than that. And the council of the goals have just banished him. They're like, you're doing too much.
So is it philosophy? Is it like...
I don't know. I mean, it's straight up. It is fiction. Like, it's a fictional book about a seagull.
Right.
But I mean, it seems to be like an allegory for, like, you ever read The Prophet?
Mm,
Okay.
I think so.
Khalil Gibran, I think is the name. But anyway, maybe that's not even what I'm thinking of, but I think it is. It just seems to be like an allegory for, like, somebody who, like, breaks away from the herd to do their own thing, and, like, all the trials that they're going to go through dealing with that, except he's a seagull. Yeah, naturally
related.
But yeah, do you have any good recs, any good book recs? Because I do not read that much, and I do want to do it a little bit more.
Yeah, for like fiction or for...
It should be fiction, because I always end up reading the same kind of thing, and that's like either some sort of music biography, like we were talking about the Jeff Tweedy bio, or some sort of music related thing, or cooking, actually, like food stuff. I've been reading that too, but I want to read more fiction.
Yeah. I mean, fiction. I mean, recently I've been into Camus.
Camus?
Yeah, Albert Camus. He does The Fall. He does The Stranger. Okay. The Stranger is like his classic. Like, that's another one that I would have probably read in high school or something. But
okay.
The Myth of Sisyphus, which is like more of an essay, and referenced in Roll Down a little bit. Yeah.
Whoa.
But what am I saying? Yeah, The Stranger is a cool, like, along the lines of it's like, it's fiction. He actually preferred not to be called a philosopher.
Me either, everybody.
Right.
I know you guys want to call me a philosopher, but I'm not.
Parker Whirling, not a philosopher.
Yeah, guys, don't do it. Seriously. Sorry. That was stupid.
Yeah, Albert Camus is great. Like, for like an author of literature, whatever, but it sort of has... like, you're reading a book about a seagull, but it's not really about a seagull. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that might be a good...
Albert Camus. Yeah. That's his name? Okay. I'll check it out.
French literature.
Nice. I'm curious about, going back to the music.
Okay.
What your favorite part of the creative process is? Would that be recording, writing, playing live? Like, there's a lot of things it could be. What's your favorite part of the creative process?
Yeah, nowadays I love playing a show, just because it's just about the community, you know, and you meet some cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of, like, live shows recently, just with whoever will let me stink up their gig, you know. But yeah, and
man, y'all crushed it. That was seriously like, such a great show.
It was fun. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite part right now. Just, like, kind of building the chops up a little bit, or, like, actually with Kenny's band, especially right now, just because I kind of feel like recently I had to be like, well, if I'm gonna keep being in Kenny's band, I got to get a little more serious about the drums.
You're playing drums?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and so that's been, like, challenging for me in, like, a really fun way. Is like, okay, I'm playing a lot of live shows, and that's just fun in general. But it's like, Kenny holds us all to a pretty high standard, and I gotta meet those expectations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you were playing. That's right. You guys were switching.
Yeah.
All the time at the show that I saw.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And I think the song that was immediately the one I kind of thought was my favorite was the one that you were playing drums on.
Oh yeah.
And singing.
There was yeah.
It was, I can't remember the name. We talked about it at the show.
Was it like the more catchy,
really upbeat, catchy one?
Head in the Sand.
Yeah, Head in the Sand. That's right. Yeah, that was awesome. And that's hard, man. Playing Playing drums and singing is not intuitive. At least the beat you were playing, I remember being like pretty, I don't know if swung is the word, but pretty like not straightforward.
Yeah. I think well, I appreciate it. It almost comes more naturally than the guitar sometimes. Just because it's like I feel like I play everything like a rhythm instrument.
Me too.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I can only play rhythm guitar really.
Yeah.
The idea of playing lead is so daunting.
Oh, do not put me on lead.
No.
You
I'm like, you want the minor pentatonic scale?
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
The first position, that's about it.
I got that.
Yeah.
Got that down.
But no, I'm the same way. I'm like, that is interesting. Like, I do think it'd be hard to play drums and sing at the same time, but at the end of the day, I've always felt aligned with rhythm more than really anything else. Like, that's what comes first whenever I'm writing is like, if it has a good chord progression, even if it's just 2 chords, but the rhythm is really interesting, then I can like stick around and keep writing it.
Yeah. I definitely hear that in some of your songs. You have the one that's like
yeah, it's So You.
Yeah, I love that
I'm sorry.
song.
It's called Even Though, but the EP is It's So You. Yeah, well, thank you. But that's funny because that was so buried in the Spotify algorithm.
Really?
Like way down. It wasn't even in the top 10.
Oh, I did mention this to you that I
really like because we were messaging about it for a second.
Right.
But that song, and whatever, that's cool. You heard it and you liked it, but that song got put on some playlist that was like just bots.
Oh,
which is why.
Yeah.
And I feel like a dickhead. This is me coming clean. I'm like, shout out Spotify gods, algorithm gods. They fucking, blew up my song out of nowhere. And then I was like, this seems a little fishy. It's like exactly 30 listeners in Norway, exactly 30 listeners in Denmark. Like,
well, we've had that happen as well to a couple things. Is it like, it's not Spotify, is it? It's like some private company that wants you to is like teasing their engagement.
Probably. Yeah. It wasn't Spotify themselves doing it.
Okay.
But it was on Spotify. So then I went to the playlist and I was like, this is kind of strange. And Submit Hub, I didn't know this was real. Submit Hub?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a thing where you can just put in the link to whatever playlist, any playlist, and it'll tell you if it's probably real or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
I put in that link and it was like, this is probably not real. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It just makes sense. Why would a random ass playlist in, in like Norway or wherever it was, put this song on their playlist, and it went from like, this song hadn't gotten listened to in forever, and it got 500 listeners in a day. Like, it's just weird. So I reported it, and then the next day it got taken off, or the whole thing got shut down. And I'm glad I did it, because I as much as it's cool to see your monthly listeners like high, it's also like just inflated, like it's not real, so it doesn't really help you in the long run. Plus, my friend, what happened to him is he put out a song and it got on something like that, and then Spotify ended up taking down his song because they assumed he was like trying to get a bunch of monthly listeners and game the system, but he had no control over it.
Yeah, that sucks.
It just got put on some random playlist, picked it up, and started running the numbers up on it.
Does it at least, like, if it boosts the song in your feed or whatever, do people maybe more immediately find that song?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you listened to that one. I don't know when you looked at it if it was like the number 1 on my page or not.
I think it was like farther down at that point.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, yeah, that one, I mean, either way, it would have been like buried because it came out a while ago, and but that's cool that you like that one, because that one is,
it's a cool song,
a little more of a deep cut.
I like the Beatlesy.
Yeah, that one definitely has we get the horns and everything. Shout out Rubber Band Gun in Philadelphia. He produced it for me. I don't know if you know him. He's a little more indie, but he used to play in that band Foxygen.
No way.
Yeah, he was their touring guitarist.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's a freak. We recorded all that to tape. Yeah.
That's all the tape.
That whole EP
too?
was tape. So that song was all tape. I'd never done that before, and it was so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a big believer in like recording everything, not everything to tape, but like just trying to keep the
spirit of it.
Spirit of it. Yeah, exactly. The imperfections. He was like, don't auto-tune your vocals. Just do it again or don't do it at all. I was like, and I've auto-tuned my vocals, but now I'm like, hey, he's fucking right. Whatever, dude. Yeah. Like, it's fun the imperfections are what make music interesting.
Mm-hmm. Separates it from the AI. The AI, the playlists are taking over.
Dude, the AI overlords are here, and there's nothing we can do about it except fight back.
Yeah.
I'm curious about what the song you're most proud of is on this new album.
The opener track, I think is my favorite one. It's like an iPhone memo of one of my classes one day. I had them all with like bells and stuff, and so I sampled them all like shaking bells and in the key of like G, I think.
All the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so
you're like, everybody on 3.
Yeah,
3,
no, exactly.
They're like, what was this for? Like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You signed an NDA.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. They'll see this. They'll see this in like 20 years and be like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Like, I didn't get paid for any of this.
Honestly, like, it was kind of like that where the lesson was we're gonna make like soundscapes together. Like everyone,
sick, dude.
Everyone can make music. Like you just shake the bells, and I showed them like some I think I showed them some like Brian Eno.
No way.
And then I showed them some Minecraft music where it's like, the ambient sort of. And I was like, and so I had them like choose a title, and then like each student would choose a title and then direct the rest of the band. And it was like bells and like shakers and tambourines and stuff. But like, of course I knew like I'm gonna record this.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's sweet though. And that one was sort of like my dedication to, or like, it was dedicated to my students, that first title track.
That's so cool. Dang, I want to hear that one.
Yeah. September 26th.
September 26th. It's coming out, the whole album. I feel so seen by you right now as a music teacher. Because no shade, but all my coworkers at my place, they're more classically trained, and like they teach classically trained. They teach classical training pretty much, when they're doing stuff. And I'm way more like you in the sense of like, let's learn the Beatles. Let's learn any of this stuff. That's so sick. The soundscape thing, like I could definitely see myself doing that, but that is hilarious to like show kids Brian Eno. That's like starting them off strong.
I was like, this is not going to stick with a single one of these kids.
Right.
But you have to kind of get creative when you don't have the super classical ear, or like, I don't know, like I know like theory and stuff, and so we do some stuff like that, but when it needs to be like accessible to everyone,
And that's such a good one, dude. Just ambient music. I mean, you can be like, just do anything, and now it's ambient.
Yeah.
You can kind of get away with that explanation. But yeah, it is funny when you're like working from a different, bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Than it is to like be like, oh, we're gonna go through the staff and say all these notes, and I'm like, I know very little of that.
Yeah.
But we can do all these Beatles songs if you want.
Right.
That's a good one. But that's so cool, dude. It's cool to hear you get into all the stuff with teaching kids and how this kind of thematically tied into the album.
That's all where it started, at least. Do you teach? What do you teach?
I teach
What
guitar,
instruments?
drums, and ukulele,
Mm-hmm.
which feels like I'm stealing money from people.
That's funny.
But that's what, some kids.
That
I
wasn't
get
like a
it.
micro trend.
Huh?
That's still a thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, with children,
Yeah, right.
not as much. I'm not teaching adults ukulele. Thank
Yeah.
God. That would be crazy. But yeah, I mean, kids. I think some parents see it. I do have like a 5-year-old who I teach ukulele, and that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
But it feels like a middleman to just playing guitar. Sometimes
Oh, really?
ukulele, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like teaching, but
Oh no,
yeah.
no. Yeah.
I'm just here to shred, kid.
Right. I'm just
Step aside.
Yeah, chill out. Sometimes I will I'll hit a random chord or something, or they'll hit a random chord, and I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, that's funny.
What did you play? And then they show me. I'm like, hold on, and I get the
sick.
iPhone like the voice memo, and I start doing it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, hold on. All right, cool. Now we can keep going.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It is funny when kids end up playing something that you think is cool, and you're like, I'm stealing that for later. I don't think I've
You'll never
ever
know.
actually like put it in a song though.
Yeah.
But you end up coming, kids are hilarious because they just don't know. They don't know the rules.
Yeah.
So they just will play whatever, and then you kind of get the benefit from being around that energy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's awesome. Well, cool. Trevor, why don't we take this over to the last 5?
Sure.
Where we answer 5 questions from this bowl.
Oh my goodness.
This magic
Okay.
bowl that was hiding behind you the whole time.
Yeah, didn't even notice this.
Yeah, so you can just pick it out one at a time. Let the
Okay.
universe decide which questions we're getting.
Oh, perfect album front to back.
Yeah, no skips.
Okay. It's got to be a Wilco album.
Let's
Probably A Ghost Is Born.
Oh, whoa. I hate to say it, that's one I've never really gotten into.
That one's incredible. Just like
That's a real
So
Wilco
weird.
head
Really?
pick to me. Would you say it's their best?
I think it's my favorite album.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah, well, I just love that's their first, well, maybe their second album with Glenn Koch, their drummer.
Yes.
And he goes crazy on that. And then like Jeff Tweedy is doing his like goofy guitar solos. That's before
Right.
Nels Klein is in the band. So he's like, and he's also, it's like recorded months before he goes into rehab. So a lot
it
of
was
those,
before rehab.
right, just like right before it. And they toured the album, if I'm getting this right, they toured the album like after he got out. But a lot of those recordings are him like just barely getting through a take. And so it sounds really strained and like, which you think of as like quintessential Jeff Tweedy, but really there was like a lot more behind all those, like how he got those sounds.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I love that album though.
I think it's intimidating to me because it seems to be the one that focuses the most on like sonic soundscapes, and which I would think would be what I'm into the most. But I really like his songwriting, and it seems like Bull Black Nova is awesome, but a lot of the songs are kind of long. They're like 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
Is Bull Black Nova on that one?
No.
Oh, just kidding. But I know like Muzzle of Bees.
Yes.
And Handshake Drugs.
Oh,
is cool.
That one's like, yeah.
That's a cool song. But yeah, I think I've just been intimidated to really give that one a listen.
I think it's got everything. It's got like, I think it's a lot of the most personal songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, it does have those like 7-minute songs where they're just jamming or something.
Maybe this is my sign to give it another
give it
go.
A shot.
I'm always a Yankee Hotel Foxtrot apologist.
Apologist.
I love that album, dude.
I mean, you can't not.
And I'm trying to think. What's your favorite of like their newer era? Because I feel like post Impossible Germany has been an interesting like era, because they have some really good albums.
I mean, they're self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like right after Yeah,
Impossible
that
Germany.
Yeah.
Or it's not. That's not what it's called. Oh my God, Sky Blue Sky.
Yeah, Sky Blue Sky. But yeah, Impossible Germany is like the
yeah.
the one
that's so embarrassing. I said that.
That's like barley with this
Right.
for me.
Yeah. I forgot it was called Everyone's Crushed. To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Their self-titled is really cool. They have an album called Star Wars.
Yes,
which
I
is
love
hilarious.
Star Wars.
That's a great one. Yeah,
that was like
Random
the first
Engineer.
full album of theirs. Or maybe it was the first album.
Really?
Not the first full album I heard, but like I kind of liked Yankee Hotel Foxtrot in high school, and then that when Star Wars came out, and I was like, that's hilarious. They called this album Star Wars, and I really liked like Random Name Generator, Lick the Ceiling or something, something like that. There's some good ones on there.
That one, yeah, that was a cool one.
I also loved Schmilko was sick.
Oh yeah,
Schmilko was great. And honestly, I also really loved Cousin. Is that the name of the album?
Oh,
the one with all the flowers.
I think it
came
is called
out
Cousin
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I loved that album.
Really?
Infinite Surprise, that song. That's one of my favorite songs by them. And
Maybe
it
I
came
need to
out
give
2
that,
years ago.
Maybe I need to give that stuff a shot.
That one was really good. Not every song on it was awesome, but some really great Wilco songs came out 2 years ago, which is incredible.
That is like, that pisses me off.
I know.
Or at least, or maybe not. Maybe it's hopeful that
It
you
is
can
hopeful.
still be like in your 50s,
Releasing
60s, writing great
yeah,
music. Yeah.
like truly. And they put out an EP that was weird, like
that
a year ago.
That was sick, actually.
Yeah, some like they still got it, like some rock and roll shit. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Show
to
these
think
kids what's up.
Yeah. It's like Ice Cream something. I can't remember. One of the songs. But yeah, dude, Wilco rules. I'm glad we just had a little Wilco detour.
Wilco off.
Yeah.
We had a Wilco off.
Let's check question number 2.
Sure. Should I be digging in here?
It doesn't matter. I move things around and shift them around before we start.
Best live show you've seen. Oh God. I want to say Wilco, but I'm gonna choose a different one just for the sake of it. I don't know if this is like recently. My favorite show was there's this band called Lifeguard.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Kenny was talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you guys went to see them.
That was a really cool show.
Nice. Where did they play?
They played at the Masquerade.
Cool.
And then before, like the opener was, oh God, I don't remember what they were called actually, but they played a lot of like noise stuff, which was so interesting for like a lot of people in the audience just kind of like arms crossed, but and then all that's coming out is like just guitar sounds and random noise. Yeah. For like 5 minutes at a time sometimes.
Huh.
Which
was it even like, I don't know. Was it pretty much straight up just noise?
No, they had songs in their set as well. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do you call noise a song as well?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough. That's a weird one. Did it feel like songwriting songs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but then sprinkled in there, they would just go on these like little tangents.
Okay.
Where they would all.
That's cool.
I thought it was really cool. Damn, what is that band called? They're from New York and they're like a 3-piece. Somebody's playing the cello. Oh my God. Been blanking on names.
Interesting.
Anyways,
That's okay.
That was a really cool show. That was probably my favorite one recently.
Lifeguard.
Nice.
Yeah. I was last time I mentioned that I really like Sharp Pins.
Oh yeah,
Sharp Pins is cool. That first song on that album, on his new album, is like so perfect to me. Of course, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But I know it's the first one.
That was a water from your eyes situation for me, where I found Sharp Pins first and didn't realize it was Kai Slater is in Lifeguard.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I found Sharp Pins first only because I didn't even go to the show, but I'm a big Pavement fan.
Yeah.
And Stephen Malkmus has a new band called the Hard Quartet.
Oh yeah.
Which they played at Variety Playhouse.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And I was like, maybe I should go just because I want to see Stephen Malkmus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about the Hard Quartet, but I saw it was like Sharp Pins was opening, I'm like, that's a cool name. And then I checked them out, and then that's how I found Sharp Pens.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because I would have thought Stephen Malcolmus's band of, late 50-year-olds would not have a 19, 20-year-old person opening for them. Yeah. But the songs were dope. And then I found Lifeguard after. But I haven't really given them a fair shake.
There is really cool. If you like Sharp Pens, I think it translates pretty well. It's definitely a different vibe.
Yeah, a lot more noise rock.
Yeah.
Right? Like punky.
Heavier, punky stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I like the kind of lo-fi Beatlesy thing he's got going on in Sharp Pens. But cool. Let's check question number 3.
What do we got? Oh, least favorite song / album from your favorite artist.
Oh, funny. We're hitting some of the same ones from C-Check's.
Oh, really?
Episode. Yeah, because she had this one as well.
Oh my gosh. I bet she said Alex G.
She did. Yeah, bro. Oh, man. You should have seen me. I was like...
Oh, was she talking about...
God Save the Animals? She was like,
album.
That's his worst album. I was like...
Yeah, I know.
I thought I was prepared for, like, I don't know, for whatever she said, and that one hurt. It hurt, man. It hurt. And I assume you share the same feelings.
I do not.
As me, I mean.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a great album.
I couldn't believe my ears when she said that.
This one is tough. Least favorite song / album from your favorite artist. I gotta say, like, this one's a controversial take, potentially.
Let's
go. So the White Album,
the
Beatles' White Album, I think has, like, I don't even think I'm the first one with this take, so at least there's that. But I think they had, like, a lot of, like, their best songs are on that album.
Yeah.
But a lot of their worst songs are on that album. There's
100%.
some goofy music on it.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think I wish what they did, I mean, whatever. It's cool that they put out weird songs, but I'm not listening to them. I wish they just did. It could have been essentially Revolver if they just cut out all of their weird shit and they, like, just made it 10 songs.
No, well, I'm glad that they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, because what they were doing, like, experimentally, like, recording wise and stuff too, was essential. But
it's I mean, it is some of their worst songs, like Piggies. I'm not listening to that.
I'm not listening to that. It's hilarious.
But it is crazy how many amazing songs are on there.
Yeah.
I mean, the first, like, 3 or 4 are, like, incredible.
Yeah. Some George Harrison on there.
Yeah.
Especially.
But yeah, that's a good one. White Album. Good take. It's not I mean, I have friends who say it's the best album. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I see what you're going for, like, maybe in sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, are you really going to tell me that, you're going to sit through Revolution number 9?
Oh, that's where I disagree.
Okay, all right.
I love Revolution.
You do?
Yeah.
You'll sit through all 9 minutes of it?
Oh, right. There's where you go. on a good day, or maybe, like, on a bad day.
Yeah, something's really wrong if you're listening to all 9 minutes of that song. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's cool that they did it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's cool that I mean, fucking, what's that song? Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
It's clearly, like, such a wide-ranging album of cool, weird stuff.
Did everything. Yeah.
But, for my money, it's probably Revolver or Abbey Road for their best.
For sure.
But yeah. All right. What's question number 4 here?
Let's find out. Song you wish you wrote. Oh.
It's kind of a tough one.
Yeah, maybe like some John Prine.
Oh, yeah. I don't know him too much.
He's just like, he got his start he would play like these like bar gigs and stuff, and they would play, or he was young, and so he was just excited to be getting these gigs, and every night he'd show up, he would write a whole new set list of songs, and then his audience eventually would be like, why don't you play that one you played the other night? And he'd be like, wait, you want to hear the same songs sometimes? Like, And so like, I mean, he's just like he just doesn't stop. He just has so many songs.
Huh.
And like, they're all great country songs.
They're all kind of like goofy, right? Not all of them, but some of them.
Maybe he's got some like satire.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Warren Zevon.
Oh yeah.
He's got some really goofy ones.
Yeah, he's a freak. Yeah. Some John Prine songs. Maybe like Sour Grapes or something, or like, yeah, I don't know. How Lucky. Yeah.
How Lucky sounds familiar. And I should get into him. I have a lot of friends that are like die hard into that kind of stuff.
John Prine.
They're a little more country.
Yeah.
Which I can get into.
You got to be willing to,
go there.
Country, yeah.
All right. What's the last question here, Trevor?
Final question.
Number 5.
What have we got? Best album covers. Yeah, it's got to be like, This is another one that Kenny and I would totally disagree on.
Oh, really?
Album covers, yeah. Because like I think like God Save the Animals is an awesome album cover. I think that's cool.
I love the Headlights album cover.
I do too, actually.
I don't know if I like the album.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love it, but I love the cover.
It's growing on me.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
It wasn't my favorite the first listen through.
Yeah. I like some of the songs a lot. And then I just haven't gone back to it.
Right. This one, I think I might be blanking a little bit on some album covers. I think because a lot of times for me, it's like if the album's good, then I kind of by association love the cover.
Yeah, that's true. It's more rare when you don't like the album cover, but you love the music. Yeah. I mean, Wilco has some great album covers as well. Some iconic ones.
Yeah.
I mean, A Ghost is Born is strange. Just an egg.
That's one like Kenny hates. Kenny hates that. The egg album. Yeah.
I have one of my favorite album covers is an Egg album cover. It's Blitz. The oh my God, why am I forgetting the name? Yes album cover.
Oh, okay.
Where she's breaking the egg and the yolk is shooting out.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. I love like, I don't know, something about that album cover I think is incredible. The In Rainbows album cover.
Oh yeah.
Which of course,
it's got some,
classic.
Maybe some Animal Collective.
Ooh yeah, Merriweather.
Yeah.
I mean, that album is for sure.
Just the colors a lot of the time will draw you to an album, you know?
Totally. All right. Well, Trevor Griffin, Tavern Breakfast.
Parker Whirling, not a philosopher.
Not a philosopher. Guys, please. I know we're all saying it, but I'm not.
We're all thinking it.
Thank you for coming on the pod, man. It's been a blast getting to chat about Roll Down, Nature Coast, 2 new songs, and your full album. What is it? It's called
Don't Kid Yourself.
Don't Kid Yourself. Coming out September 26th. Yeah, man, I'm really pumped about it. I love these songs. And do you have any gigs coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, not that anybody could make it to.
Okay, cool.
Play next week. But yeah, Tavern Breakfast is always doing stuff.
Nice. Give them a follow. What's the IG?
At Tavern Breakfast.
Just at Tavern Breakfast. There you go. Thanks again, Trevor.
Thank you.
On that note, with Parker Whirling.